Okay, what we will do is we'll go line by line. Okay, so you can stop me whenever you want. So the first thing is that it's about Kuru. Okay, the country of Kuru, where people know what is Satipatthana. Okay, so this is the place where he is doing that. That means it's something not new to them. So ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo sattanam visuddhiyas soka paridevanam samatikkamaya dukkado manasanam attangamaya nayasya adhigamaya nibbanasya satchikiriyaya edidam chattaro satipatthana. So now the ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo. So this can be properly translated like this. Ekayano means one known path. Ekayano. Ayam bhikkhave maggo. So this path is known to provide what? Sattanam visuddhiya. You are on mute.
ये टेक्स्ट ये महासतिपट्ठान सूत्र में कहाँ है ये आप जो पढ़ रहे हो?
It is in the beginning.
तो बिगिनिंग में तो ये है एवं में सुतम एक समय भगवा पुरुषो विहरति कम.
No, you have to come down. You have to come down.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you one thing. If I'm reciting, you don't have to look at the text. Then you will not be able to do anything. After we finish, you go back to the text. If you are also trying to do the text and I am also trying to do the text, it's not going to work. Otherwise, you should be very fast.
Yeah, I'll be very fast because I have been reading,
But it is there, no? After the Buddha says, Bhagava etadavocha.
भगवा ये तद्वच. हाँ, एकायनो. हाँ, yes. एकायनो एवं भिक्खवे मगो सत्तानंग विशुद्धिया शोक परिदेवानंग समत्तिकमाय दुःखदोम. हाँ, yes, I got it. Yes.
No, you got it, but if you have gone through so many number of times, then you should know where it is. I won't be reading anything other than that. Anyway, it's better you don't read. Now, you read after we finish. That becomes, see, we are now doing the Sutamaya. Then you have to do Chintamaya. So for Chintamaya, you take the text and then you read it for yourself at your own pace. That makes sense. If we both were to recite, then it becomes a problem because you also need to know where it comes.
All right. You go the way you want to go.
No,
right.
You keep the text with you. If you want, you can refer at that time, but better is, let's go through the flow. Anyway, I'm reading in Pali and I'll be explaining in English. And then after that, what you do is you go through it.
All right. No issue.
Okay, now the 4 Satipatthana. What he says is that, Satthanam Visuddhiya. Satta is Sattva or essence. So one who calls himself as Satta, I am. Visuddhiya is to purify. Purify of what? Soka paridevanam samatikkamaya dukkado manasanam attangamaya nyayasa adhigamaya nibbanasya satchikiriyaya yadidam chattaro satipatthana. So one who follows the satipatthana, chattaro satipatthana, that means one who follows these 4 will get the fruit. That is the ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo. That is, if you were to do kayanupassana, vedananupassana, chittanupassana, dhammanupassana together, all the 4 together, then you get to the path. That path will liberate you. Will liberate you of what? Of sorrow and lamentation. Okay. Soka paridevanam samatikkamaya. Samatikkamaya, if I were to look at that, what happens? Samatikka, which will make you equanimous to both the Soka Parideva and all that. Dukkha domanasanam attangamaya. Attanga is to remove it, meaning just like sunset. Attangamo. Attangamaya. The dukkha domanasa, that is, dukkha is body pain, domanasa is mental pain. They both will go as though like a sunset. Nayasa adhigamaya, so you get the wisdom. Nibbanasa satchikirya, you will experience nibbana. Yadidam chattara satipattana, so if you were to practice the 4 foundations of mindfulness, this is the one guaranteed path. Yes, Saryu.
Yes, sorry, I missed the earliest part, but this one ikayano, right? I think some people are having a dispute about whether it's the only path, like it's the one sure path, and some people say it does not mean it's the only path. So
now the problem is with ekayano, and you have to set it up with the proper context of the chattaro satipatthana. If you just take ekayano, then you get multiple interpretation, confusions, contrasting views, and hair-splitting discussions. Okay, and to an extent of hitting one another. Because the meaning of the eka is one. Ekayano means one way. It's actually one way. Ayano is way. So it's just like I'm saying one way. This is the only way. So now people would say guaranteed way, the only way, this way, that way. That is not the only way. This is one of the way. So you get hundreds and thousands of ways of interpreting. But that is not how a Pali is. It is always with reference to context. It is nothing to do with line by line, word by word interpretation. Unfortunate thing is that we would like to go word by word interpretation, which causes more issues than the meaning itself. And another problem is that people get into etymology. So they would like to go, there should be something inside this. In ekayano, there should be something. There should be some secret there. So I'll find out the secret. And the whole thing is lost. Yes.
So what's your recommendation, the most proper way to understand the context and this?
So you look at that wordings. Ekayano ayam bhikkave maggo. This path. This, we can call it as guaranteed path, the only path, or whatever you want to call that as. But you see the other one. This path, what it should do? It should sattanam visuddhiya. It should purify the beings. Soka paridevanam samatikkamaya. It should have an equanimity towards the soka parideva. Dukkha domanasanam attangamaya. It should make the dukkha and domanasa to go like a evening sunset. It's like the sun is setting. That means go away. The meaning of that is, it's a very picturesque way of talking. Like saying that let the night happen, meaning to say that let it get erased. Right? So dukkha domanasa have to get erased. Nyayasa adhigamaya. So that is nyayasa adhigamaya. It's a Buddha nyaya, right? So it's like, if you remember Itipiso Bhagava Arahan, like that, you have nyayasa adhigamaya. Adhigamaya is to understand what is Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So nyayasa adhigamaya nibbanasa satchikirya. So now you are really seeing what is nibbana. Satchikirya means experience, the proper experience. Now you see the last line, yadidam chattaro satipatthana. So the four things, if you bring it together, then it becomes ekayano ayam bhikkave maggo. You got it? This is how the majority of the Indian languages, including Pali, is. The words are not organized in the way how English is organized. So if I start breaking up this word into ekayano, then I am, then bhikkhave, then maggo, like that, it becomes totally like something like polluted.
Acha, Sarji, would you please explain once more Athangamaya?
Attangamaya. Attanga is what? Udayangama, Attangama. Attanga is Ashtanga.
Okay.
It's like in the Indian context, again, it's an Indian context. It's basically we treat sunrise as the beginning of something and sunset as ending of something. It's a simile. Always in India, majority of the teachings are through similes. Upama, examples. Like Pindupama Sutta. Upama means example, illustration. And that's the reason Indian languages are very picturesque, because they have a lot of illustration, example, and they take it from the normal life, like sunrise, sunset. So Udaya Vyaya, as an example, if we take Udaya is arising. What arising? Just like sun arising. If somebody wants to experiment, what is Udaya for me? It's arising. So that's an English word, but it is going beyond that. If somebody were to really concentrate on the sun cycle, he will see as the sun is coming, the night is going, then it comes to afternoon, then evening, then night. So can you keep anything as constant there? No. So as soon as the Udaya happens, Atthangama is happening. Just like the childbirth, as soon as the child is born, Udaya, it's getting into Atthangama. Then again Udaya, then Atthangama, then Udaya, then Atthangama, then Udaya, then Atthangama. So you're sleeping and waking is Udaya Atthangama. That is how it is. It's nothing to do with if I, you, or anyone were to just take it in a literal sense, it doesn't make any sense. Udaya Vyaya Jnana is not something is arising and something is ceasing away. It's like saying, as you see the nature, in the nature, the sun you can't hold. You can't say, hey sun, please stay there for some time. It's not. The sun will arise. It doesn't stay for a moment. It keeps on going and going and going. Why? Because the earth is rotating around the sun and the sun is rotating itself. So nothing can be held. So Udayangama Atthangama, Udayangama Atthangama. So he is using Atthangamaya. Okay. Adhiga is higher. So Nyayasa Adhigamaya. Adhig, more. That is, you should be able to penetrate into the Dhamma. So how do you penetrate into Dhamma? By understanding Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So here Nyayasa Adhigamaya is its relation to Dhamma, particularly Dhamma. And then Nibbanasa Satchikiriya. If you understand the Dhamma, if you understand the teaching, then only you can see the Nibbana. Otherwise, no. So in this line, he covers everything. Ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo sattanam visuddhiya soka paridevanam samatikkamaya dukkhadomanasanam atthangamaya nyayasa adhigamaya nibbanasa satchikiriyaya yadidam chattara satipatthana. So if I follow the four foundations of mindfulness, what should happen? Immediately I should get what? Out of 37 factors, the first is Satipatthana, then Sammapadana, then Iddipada, then Pancha Indriya, then Pancha Bala, then Satta Bojjhanga, then Ariya Attangika Magga. So you are released. So what Buddha is saying, I will teach you something where all these 37 factors is in Satipatthana only. That means you don't have to do anything extra. Because if you go to Dhammanupassana, Satta Bojjhanga is also there. Ayatana Pabba is also there. 5 aggregates is also there. 4 noble truth is also there. Removing Nivarna is also there. That's it. So I don't have to go to particular sections, particular things in searching for what I should do. So he's saying, Ekayano ayam bhikkave maggo. This is one guaranteed path. If you were to put it like that, I'll guarantee you that you will end the journey if you only do Satipatthana. That means I don't have to go through any other sutta, any practice, anything at all, if I could do this much. Any question, anyone, before I start on this?
Sorry, quickly, what is the meaning of yano?
What?
Ikayano, the yano, what does it mean?
Ekayano, it isn't yano, it is ekayano, it is together, it's not split up, you can't cut it. Ekayano is one thing, one way. It's ayana is a typical Indian word to say this way. Like, if somebody is going, and then if I'm using Sanskrit then or Pali, I would say ayana.
Right. They combined ikaya.
It's not ekayano, it is actually eka ayana. Ayana is a typical Indian word to say this way. Yes, actually way has to come. It's like somebody asking me the road and he says that this road leads where? This straight road leads there. Something like that. Okay, so now with 4, Katama Chattaro. So this is most important. This is all what it is in Satipatthana. We don't have to actually go through any other sections. These 4 things, if you understand, because this is Sammasati. What Sammasati? He says, Ida bhikkave bhikkhu kaye kaya anupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vineya loke abhiccha domanasan. Okay, this we have covered in length. But if I don't get it, then it becomes a problem. Same thing with Vedana, same thing with Chitta, same thing with Dhamma. Now in some textbooks they call Dhamma as something else. Okay, like in this they talk it as principle, and some they call it a Dhamma, as in Dhamma, meaning things. It's nothing to do with that. Dhamma here in this context is the teaching what he would like to put. So on the Kaya, Vedana, Chitta is putting the teaching, what should be seen in all these 3. So if you know what to apply in these, that's it. So ultimate application is the 4 noble truth. So what he has done is, first thing he covers is on the Nivarna, hindrances, and then he comes with the 5 aggregates, Panchakhanda. Then he talks about Ayatana. Then once you've understood the 5 aggregates and the Ayatana, you will let go of the attachment towards it. So then Satta Bojjhanga, and once you have understood Satta Bojjhanga, you would have penetrated into the first and the second noble truth when you have removed the hindrances, and the third and fourth noble truth is in the Sampajanya Pabba itself. So basically you have experienced the 4 noble truths, and in the 4 noble truth itself is Paticamutpada. So you have cut the avijja itself. So there's no sankhara pacche vinyana like that. So this method, whatever he's talking, in kaya there are 6, in vedana all kind of feelings, basically sukha, dukkha, samisa, niramisa. In chitta, different kind of things which are coming in the mind. Chitta is the mind. There is no English word which can substantiate different kind of chittas or whatever it is. So we have to call it as mind. Then I've already spoken about Dhamma. Now supposing I'm not able to understand anything so far, it means I have visikiccha, doubt. Unless the doubt is cleared, Satipatthana will not happen. Now the question comes, how should I remove the doubt? You have to forcefully know Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha and Sila. That means you have to be a minimum sotapanna to understand Satipatthana. So what if I'm not a sotapanna? You will never be able to get it. No matter how many times I read, how many times I try it out, not possible. So what's the answer to this? The answer to this is you need to know that you are a sotapanna. Yes, Hariv.
But this is not to say that before becoming a sotapanna, one cannot work on one's sati at all.
You can, but not in this way. Not in this way.
Because in these Mahasi or these traditions, they start with sati, right? I mean, they start watching, all that. That works to a way, but not exactly this way.
Yeah, see the problem in this ekayano ayam bhikkave maggo and ending with chattaro satipatthana, the general tendency would be to go sequentially. That means first I do kaya, then I do vedana, then I do chitta, then I do dhamma, which is endless, right? Because the kaya itself will never get completed. Now the vedana means what? Then I have to sit and look at my vedana, like call it a sensation, feeling or whatever it is. Now how do you see chitta? They take it as a watertight compartment. So first is kaya, then there is a vedana, then there is chitta, then there is, and how will you do a dhamma? Okay, somehow you will do kaya, chitta. What about dhamma? How do you watch dhamma? There's nothing there to watch there.
Acha, Sardi, do you mean to say that one who is not sotapanna cannot practice this?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, if you want to integrate all the 4 of this is an integration. That's the reason he has put 4. Kaya anupassana, vedana anupassana, chitte anupassana, dhamma anupassana. All anupassana have to happen together. If I don't understand, or reason why I can't understand, is that the first obstacle is visikiccha, doubt. Okay.
Doubt regarding what?
Doubt regarding this itself. How should I start? See, this insight had to come to you. See, we might go through this entire thing, absolutely fine, but ultimately you need to work out for yourself. I need to work out for myself.
Yeah.
Everyone has to work out for themselves. So for that, what should open up? After Sutamaya Jnana, you should do Chintamaya Jnana or Chintamaya Panya. So Chintamaya means to think. For thinking, the first thing what you get is obstacle, which is visikiccha, doubt. Like what Ariu was talking about, ekayano is explained in different ways. It's a doubt. I doubt ekayano means one way. Then they use another word, one guaranteed way. What's the difference between one way and a guaranteed way? Only that guarantee has come there. So he feels happy. One guaranteed way. And some people put it as this way. Right? This way, that way. So that one word itself, ekayano itself, is non-understandable. Now the question comes, why? We should ask this question ourselves. Why? Because the first thing I need to do is to go into Dhammanupassana. The first is Nivarna. Nivarna means curtains. Actually, Varna is color. Nivarna means colored, something which is colored, closed. So the English translated word for Nivarna is curtain. What is curtained? Let's say there's a pure light, white light. On that you put a curtain and then it becomes what? It's obscured. You can't see anything. So when you can't see anything, the first thing you get is a doubt. Because there's no light. So if you don't have light, then what to do? You take 100 torches. Unless you remove the curtain, that's going to be dark only. Yes, Arif.
I guess another interesting thing is it did not talk about sila at all here, right? Which means sila should already be...
Exactly. So this we have been talking a lot, that without sila, no sati can happen. And to have a sila, you should get rid of the doubt. That means only a sotapanna can get into Dhamma. Honestly speaking, I can know, I can recite, I can do 100 things, I can write books on Buddha Dhamma. Okay? But I am not a sotapanna. So I should know for myself, am I a sotapanna or not? Yes.
Until, if I don't practice and keep on talking only, it has to become my living experience actually.
Yes.
So I have to see, I will falter, so many times, and then I will come with some doubt, right? Or anybody, any sadhak. Slowly the path will be clear.
Yes, Reddy, I don't disagree with you. We should go that way only. I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, especially this sutta, DN22, is a complete Buddha Dhamma.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go through any other book, any other source, any other sutta, any other this or that or whatever it is. If you follow only this much, exactly to the word and to the dot, you will reach Arhat. Failing which, he says, you will be an Anagami. He says, failing which, you will be a Sakadagami. But has he spoken anything about Sotapanna? Just go there. Yes. Yes, Anusha, go ahead.
Everyone, Saranai, everybody. Vilasji, I just want to ask, so with the DN22 Sutra, what and how to become a Sotapanna, or where does it draw the line between the Sotapanna? Like how, from that sutra, what one needs to do to become a Sotapanna?
No, it is, there are a lot of suttas on Sotapanna, which we have shared, and I shared many suttas on that. Easy suttas. Yes, Aryu.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Anusha, but you said about the Sagadagami, but I only saw Anagami India.
No, Vilasji said no, this whole sutra is from the beginning to end till Arihat, right?
Yes.
So I was just wondering, where is the first stage? How can we see the first stage? Thank you. Thanks, Aryu.
Yeah, the first stage cannot be seen through this. That's what I'm wanting to tell you. because the expectation is you already done that. Okay, if you think that I'm going to learn how to be a Sotapanna through this, that's not tenable. So what he says, yohi kochi bhikkhave ime chattaro satipatthane evam bhaveya sat vassani tas dvinnam phalam anyataram phalam patikankam. Two fruits are possible in this. One arhat, second one anagami. That's it. No other fruit can be expected. So if you are referring DN22 to become a Sotapanna, not possible.
Sarji,
Yes.
very humbly, I would like to submit, in West Virginia, there is one abbot by name Henkula Gunratne. What he says, if you don't, and he has practiced this, he comes from Sri Lanka and he has been residing in West Virginia for last 50 years. So, what he says, without teacher also you can practice this.
Yes, I'm going to come to that. Hold on for a second. There is a way out. If I go sutta route, I'm telling you what you can find there. Now, what is there any solution to this? There should be some solution, right?
Yes.
So the solution here is first have your sila unbroken. That's the first thing. So what you do? You go somewhere where there is very less people interaction so that the vachi sankhara can be controlled. The majority of our breaking of sila is by speech more than the body, if you have observed.
Yeah.
In a day, we are forced to tell lies, or we slander, or we use harsh speech, or we spend time in unnecessary talks. So can I go to some place where there is less people interaction? Can I do that? Which is possible. Should be possible. 2 weeks. Take off and go somewhere. Don't be with your known people. This is one good option. If I am with my known people, it's going to be a difficult task. If I am not a Sotapanna, this is not possible. So what I should do, go somewhere, at least for 2-3 weeks, just go somewhere. And do this. You will get it. Because that sati will automatically happen because you are not talking to anyone. This is one good way. See, you shouldn't be seeing anyone and you shouldn't be talking to anyone. Two things. If you see someone, you get abhijja. That is interested in that person. And then it comes to vyapada, which means feeling irritated or angry or frustrated or agitated or whatever it is. So out of the three of mind, michchaditti, abhijja, vyapada, you're cutting vyapada and apiccha, which is what he's saying, abhijja do manasam. So that means it cuts out. So if I were to go somewhere outside my home for few weeks, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Like that. Just be alone with oneself. Then take Satipatthana. It will establish. The mind is established. Then come back with your family. No problem. That's fine. Yes.
Not the particular period it will work. But
No. Wait. This is again the Visikicha will come. See, if we don't do that also, we don't do this also, and we expect this to work, it's not going to happen. In that 1 month, your mentality will change. Or 15 days, or 10 days, or whatever days, 5 days, few days. Don't put the number there. Few days, if you cut your speech with known people, it will cut these 4 things. Especially sampaphalapa. We spend time in unnecessary idle talk. That will go. Then harsh speech. Because things don't work, so we have harsh speech. Then slander. One guy says something, I will put it on another person, then I will add or delete or whatever it is. Then the musavada. This is generic. Now, I will come to know whether I am a Sotapanna or not in those 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever number of weeks, because I am working on my Sila. It becomes Arya Kanteyi Sila, which means 3 Silas. Number 1 Sila is conventional ethics. Okay. Second one is moral immoral. We are talking about moral immoral. So the 10 immoral has to be replaced by 10 moral. The third one is what DN22 will teach you ultimately. Attha anartha, artha anartha. This one is for Anagami and Arhat. This one. But it helps Sotapanna to become an Arhat, helps Sakadagami to become an Arhat. It helps everyone to become an Arhat, to end the journey. Okay. Now, the question is, how do I know I'm a Sotapanna or not? There are a lot of suttas. So for that, you need to cut interaction with people. So the 4 immoral and speech will go away. That will give rise to removing 2 of the mental immoral, which is abhijja vyapada. Then the michhaditti only has to be worked. Then anyway, you are not going to kill anyone. So that is gone. No sexual misconduct, that is also gone. No stealing, that is also gone. So 3 of the body, 4 from the speech and 2 from the mind are removed. Till the time you are with yourself. Then the only thing you have to work is michhaditti, which is far better than working all the 10 every day at your home. Clear? This is one way, not the only way. Now, if you can't do that, then you do every of these things at your home. There are only 2 ways out for us. One, doing at home or doing outside. So I have to take the decision. Let's say I decide the house environment here is good, no problem. But my house environment itself is not good. It might not help me. Because this is from Sotapanna and beyond. Even if I'm a Sotapanna, let's say I'm a Sotapanna. My Kamachanda is there, Vyapada is there, that is not gone. Interest for sensuality is not gone. This is for cutting sensuality. So how do you think it will work? Even if I'm a Sakadagami, I will struggle. Only if I'm Anagami, it's okay, no problem. So this is the way we have to see. So now, what's the choice? The ultimate aim is you have to remove 10 immoral deeds. And you should know you have removed 10 immoral deeds. Okay, that's first thing. Second thing, is there any other way to work on that? Yes, only the breath. Don't take anything else in Kayanupassana. Most simplest. Okay, now I take the breath. Can I extend that breath watching to walking while talking. Meaning, when I say while talking, it doesn't mean that you stop talking and watch the breath. No. Depending upon my mental intake, my breath will change when I'm talking to someone. Like my wife keeps on telling me sometime that when I'm explaining and the anger is coming, or some frustration is coming, the breath will change. So the voice also will change accordingly. Can I notice that? And if I were to notice what has happened, in the chitta, the dvesha has come. So chittanupassana can be done. But either somebody like my wife have to pinpoint and say at that moment, hey, you are getting excited. And then the chittanupassana can be done. Otherwise, what happens? I will be doing that only. But I have to do like a third party, right? I have got nothing to do with that. I have to watch it. This whole thing is about watching. This is a sakshi, witness. This whole thing is witness. You witness. Don't react to the Vedana, don't react to the Kaya, don't react to the Chitta. Just witness. Okay, so I can do it. It's not a difficult thing. It's not that we can't do it. It's not that you should do something about it. You have to see if the sila is getting broken. You will not have sati. You will have sati for few minutes, few hours, gone. Then after some time, whenever it comes, it comes. Otherwise, again gone. Again it goes, again it comes. But it should be unbreakable sati. It should be then unbreakable sila. If it is unbreakable sila, then you know Buddha Dhamma Sangha and hence you are a Sotapanna. Right. So now what I should do? Either I should do that, or no matter how much I try watching the breath, it is not happening, means my sila is broken. Simple. Instead of fixing the sila, I might want to fix the breath. Doesn't work. Or I have to create an environment where the sila is not broken. That's also works. So whether it is Mahisi Sayadaw method or some other method, this method, that method, going to a retreat or not going to retreat, it shouldn't be a question. Can I create that environment wherever I am? That is the main important thing. If I can't make it, then I don't have a choice except going wherever that is. Right? This is the fact. On that basis, I am establishing the first Satipatthana, which is Kaya. Kaya. Kaye kayanupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinaya loke abhijat domanas. And what it really means is that only three things. One is Kaye kayanupassi viharati. So you stay with Kaye kaya anupassana. Anupassana is samadhitti. Atapi sampajano satima. Sampajana is also samadhitti. Atapi is sammavayamo. So you put the proper effort to cut all the negativity what has been accumulated, and then you increase your samadhitti to get into samadhitti. So sampajanya is on samadhitti, pajanana is on samadhitti, then the anupassana is samadhitti. All the three are samadhitti. And what is samadhitti? It is understanding the Patisamutpada is samadhitti, understanding the Four Noble Truth is samadhitti, or we have gone through that nibbidha, viraga, nirodha, like that, that is samadhitti. That is anupassana. So what I am supposed to do? Kaye kaya anupassi viharati. Vihara is to stay. Atapi sampajano satima. So, atapi. Tapa is heat. Atapi is to cool down. Actually, you are cooling down the sankharas or putting energy to get rid of the sankhara. So there are three things. Vasana starts with vasana, that is smelling. That means the fermentation, asavas, the dirt is smelling. On that are the sankhara, the pattern or the mentality, or call it by, you call it a preparation, or another word which Indra uses all the time, abhinivesha. Vesha is garb, abhinivesha is, abhinaya is an actor. Abhinivesha is an actor thinking that he is real. So now I am real, I am a real person, and I have a wife. Really, I have a wife. That is abhinivesha. So now if I have abhinivesha, then that becomes a problem, because that becomes personality view. So I have a personality, this is me. So atapi sampajano satima. So I have to cut that using the tapa. Okay. Why? Because abhijja domanasam is going to come as long as I exist. I am, exist. Abhijja domanasa is going to be there. It's actually daur manasya, meaning feeling very bad in the mind. Mental bad feeling. Abhijja is what one has, he wants more than what one has. A normal human being always wants more than what he has or she has. Okay. Now why I can't see this is because of Visikicha, number one, that is doubt. Then Udacha, restlessness. Then we have Kamachanda, which is sensuality. Fourth is Vyapada, which is agitation. Then Kukucha, which is feeling guilty. And this one, sloth and torpor, sluggishness. Thinamida. So what I need to do is, when I start observing the breath, the first section, watching the breath, so satova asasati, satova passasati. First comes the doubt. Am I watching the breath correctly or not? It's not like that. It is about watching the breath. Like a person who is like a watchman. You are not breathing. Like a third party, can you watch it? The air, the breath coming in and going out. So satova asasati. The sati is maintained to an extent of satova. So satova asasati, satova passasati, assa passa. To that extent can I maintain watchfulness. Watchfulness means, let's say you have appointed a watchman and you have told him, don't do anything, don't ask them any question. As soon as they come, you open the gate. As soon as you go, close the gate. Now, can I watch the breath like that? That's all is the job. Okay. Now the second job. Is it long? Is it short? If there are no thoughts in the mind, it will be short. If there are thoughts in the mind, it will be long. If there are some actions I am taking, it will be long. If there are no actions to be taken, it will be short. But I am not taking any action. I am not reacting. I am just watching whether it's long or short. Any thought coming of fear, anxiety, stress, whatever, it will be long breath. Any peaceful kind of, it will be short breath. Long and short. Okay, so the second. So first what I did, watchman. Second one is to see whether it's long, is long. Yes, it's long. Acknowledging it's long. It's short, it is short. So four things. Assa passa, Dhiga rasa. Can I do that? You can do it with everything you are doing except for talking and drinking water. You can do with every kind of work you are doing. If you are walking, your breath also will be not having pace. If you are not thinking anything, you will not have pace. If you start thinking, if you start seeing something, hearing something, then the breath will change. It will become long or it will become short. So just acknowledge that this is long, and this is just like the watchman. He's acknowledging, yes, this person entered, this person exited. Person entered, person exited. He took a long time to come and he took a long time to go. He took a short time to come, he took a short time to go. 4. Pajanana is to know. He knows that this person has come, this person has gone, this person has come, this person has gone. He's not getting worried about that person. He's keeping track. Oh, he came, he left. He came, he left. He came, he left. Oh, he took lot of time, he didn't take lot of time. That's all. Now the question comes, should I see it at the entrance of the gate or the middle of the gate or the end of the gate? That is too much actually. You can choose wherever you want to see. Have you seen him going inside or not? Oh, I forgot. Fine, next person will come. You do that. It's a continuous one. Continuously people are coming, continuously people are going, continuously people are coming. Now why I should do this? You get Udaya Vyaya Jnana. Udayangama, Atthangama is seen through this. Yes.
In order to see rise and fall, is it not necessary to observe the beginning, middle and end?
No, that would be dangerous in two ways. It's like that watchman is going all along till to drop him to that door and again coming back, by which another person has gone and left. You will miss it. What is your objective? He's coming at the gate. Look, I can't see him at the gate. Okay, when he's entering, can you see? No, only while he's going inside I can see. Okay. Like what Aryu says that he can only feel it at the navel. Okay, fine, no issues. Wherever you feel, the objective is, can you see it like a third party, like a witness, like a watchman? That's all. In 4, 2 in breath, out breath, long and short. That is all you need to do. Nothing more you need to do. Now, I can say it long, short, or I can say heavy and light. Both are same. If heavy breathing is what I want to check, I can acknowledge it's a heavy breathing. If it is a light breathing, I can say, it's light breathing. If it is no breathing, acknowledge there is no breath, meaning no person has come, no person is going. Fine. Now I'm feeling sleepy. Acknowledge I'm feeling sleepy. Now I'm feeling not sleepy. Okay, I'm not feeling sleepy. If I'm feeling sleepy, I should acknowledge. Acknowledge. It's all about acknowledging, nothing else. Sakshi Bhava is to acknowledge whatever is happening, acknowledge. At this time, this is happening. At this time, this is happening. That's all. No reaction to it. No taking it as mine. No. Just acknowledge. Karta Bhava is mine. I am doing it. I am watching the breath. Is Karta Bhava. Bhokta Bhava is I want to experience Nibbana. That's a Bhokta Bhava. Both will not take you anywhere. It is Sakshi Bhava which takes you out. So we should create a witness. Just a witness. Nothing more than a witness. You're just a witness. So 4 things. Arising of the breath, arising. Leaving of the breath, leaving. Arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. Udayangama, Attangama, sunrise, sunset. Clear? In the sunrise and sunset, you have a long and a short, or a heavy and a light. Choose whichever you want. But the words I am using, you can use heavy, light, or you can see long and short. Doesn't matter. Dhiga rasa in English either transforms itself into a long and short, or you can call it as heavy and light, based upon the feeling in the nose. The question comes, should you see inside the nose, outside the nose, in between the nose, touch of the nose, in the chest, in this and that? It is, you are distracting again, meaning udacha has happened. Udacha means restlessness. You shouldn't create nivarnas. That is, don't put a curtain. Remove the curtain. Doesn't matter whether you're watching the front nose nostril beginning, here, 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 or in the navel. Wherever you want, you keep it, but keep only one. Just like somebody having 20 gods in their temple, in their puja room. Can they concentrate on one god? No. Now they get confused. Should I do this? Today is Monday. No, today I'll do this, do that, do that, do that. So you have 20 gods now, which is distraction. Vikshepa in Pali, Vikshepa in Sanskrit, distraction in English. So samatha has to be established. No samatha because there are 20 gods. In the same way, the breath. Should I watch here, watch in the walls, watch inside, watch in the tongue, watch here, watch in the chest region or in abdomen? By the time you really watch it, God. Doesn't matter where you're watching, you have to watch it. So you have to take one, whatever one, and be with it. Because in this sutta, he doesn't say, watch the beginning, watch the middle, watch the end. Has he put there? It's not there. In the commentary, in the Sariputta commentary, he says, how to do it also he says. If you can't do it, what has to be done also he says. It's only there in the commentary. It is not there in the sutta. In the Patisambhidha Magga Pali, if you go to Anapana Sati Katha, there Sariputta explains the beginning, middle and the end. But he says it is for whom? It is not for beginner at all. So now, for today, whole day, except for talking and drinking water, eating, watch the breath. Then you will come to know you are sati. If you can't watch the breath, 100% you have problem with sila. Fix that, this will work. So when we meet tomorrow, we need to be sure that how many hours we have watched. So you have to make a note. Make a note. Paper note, computer note, mobile note, whatever note. Make a note. I was aware of the breath for these many hours. And for these many hours, I was not. Or let us say you forget totally. After this ends, that also ends. That means over. So sila is 0. Right now you have sila. You are able to listen because you have sila. You are, see how? You are not killing anyone. Let's see the 10 immoral deeds, whether it's true or not. First, kaya. You are not killing anyone. There is no sexuality. That is abrahmacharya has not happened. Then the third one, non-stealing. So you are not stolen anybody's property. Then vachi sankhara, which is where we have all the problem. Now you are not talking. That means there is no musavada. There is no pisunavacha. There is no parusavacha. There is no sampaphalapa. Yes or no? Then 3 from mind. Abhijja is not there because you are hearing to Dhamma. Vyapada is not there. You are not feeling irritated of anything in your mind, of anything worldly. So Abhijja, Vyapada is not there. Michhaditthi is also not there. So at this time, for as much as we are speaking, the 10 immoral deeds are not there. So your sati is maintained because your sila is maintained. Simple. So sila samadhi panya. So sila is maintained, so your samadhi is maintained. Yes or no? Yes, Hari.
I meant to say if we keep on listening to Dhamma the whole day, we'll have sati.
Which is what the Sri Lankans do, but it doesn't work that way. Okay, the desana, they do it because of that. Like in Burmese, they have found out that 10 immoral deeds can be removed by retreat. So they made the retreat. So 10 days, 20 days, 40 days, 100 days, 200 days, a whole year, you create it, it works. But at some time you have to develop it yourself. So the first and foremost thing is to become a sotapanna, to reach sotapatti magga phala. Because then your sila will not be broken at any circumstances. We don't have to put effort like this. Then the sati is there. Sati cannot be maintained without sila. That you take it. It's not possible. Can never be maintained. So for the whole day, let's watch the breath. 4. In breath, out breath. These 2. In anything you do, except for drinking, eating, talking, apart from that, try to maintain it every moment, every waking moment. Then in that, see dhiga rasa, long and short or heavy and light. Now don't ask me what do you get out of it. If you ask me that, it is vichikicha again. You got back to the one nivarna, that is doubt. From doubt gets restlessness, udacha. Then from that you get into midha, mentally sluggish. You don't want to do anything unless that is answered. Okay, so midha. Then thina will happen, which means you become sloth. Like you feel, let me go and do something else. This is boring. So you get boredom. When that happens, you come to kamachanda. That means you would love to sensuality now. Let me go and eat. Let me do this. Let me drink, let us say coffee or tea or this or that. Let me go for a ride or wherever, whatever you want to do. Then vyapada will come. Then in the evening, you will start regretting. Oh, I did not do this Satipatthana for the whole day, or I couldn't watch the breath, and tomorrow I will watch it. That's it. Can you do it without doubting? Which is there in the sutta. Can you do it without doubting? Without questioning? Without analyzing? Without worrying? Without getting into 100 modes of thinking? That what will happen if I watch long breath, short breath? Will it take me to Nibbana, this, that? All that you have to drop. Can you do that? It's difficult, possible. If you break the sati, sila is broken. If sila is broken, go back and fix the sila. So tomorrow, when we meet, we need to say how many hours we were able to do it. Yes, sir.
Yes.
You wanted to say something, are you? No. You wanted to say. Okay. Say, but you are on mute.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking, I mean, this breaking sila will bring in the hindrances in the Nivarana. But it takes some time for the Nivarana to die down, right? Yes,
you need to try. For that only the virya is required. The atapi sampajano, right? That is sampajanana is samadikti. For that you require atapi, which is rousing the energy to cut off the nivarna.
So I guess a more likely than if you just go through the day is whenever you lost the momentum of watching the breath, you go back to meditation, sitting or walking to establish it to a good amount, then you can go through the day, because then again you lose.
Don't get into kukucha. Never get into guilty conscious. It's not good.
Yes.
If it is gone, it is gone. I acknowledge, yeah, I couldn't maintain it. Okay, done.
I think once I stopped blaming myself for not being mindful, it worked much better than I used to.
It will, because that is the worst of the nivarna, of feeling guilty. First I do mistake, and then I spend all my hours in looking at why I did the mistake, what happened, why it happened, this happened, that happened. It is not going to help. Kukucha. Don't do that. It is worse than udacha. You getting into restlessness is fine, but getting into kukucha or this guilty conscious doesn't help. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Then speaking of that, I think in Buddhism in China, they use this word repent, right? Repent. Is that a Mahayana thing, or even in
leave it
normal?
Now for today, leave it. We'll take it some other day.
Okay.
Repentance.
So basically, you don't think
repentance about it. Is there for certain things, not for this breath watching or all that. Okay. So let's not deviate the topic and take it somewhere else.
Okay.
All right, ready. Hope you got what you wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
So
all right. Okay.
Wait. Before we end, 2 clarification I want to give you. Number 1, doesn't mean that you can't do it. Okay, first thing. So don't lose confidence that you can't do it. What I want to say is, if you are not able to get it, it means you are yet to be a sotapanna, or you have broken the sila, which means you are not a sotapanna. So that really proves the point. If the sila is not there, the sati will not be there for sure. You can 100% take it.
Yes.
If the sila is breaking, is because you don't have confidence in Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So the first thing I need to fix is Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Yes.
Shall I leave now? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I'm slightly confused about what you said. You said the Sotapanna will not break sila. But there'll be minor.
He knows he has broken the sila, he'll immediately fix it. A normal person doesn't know whether he has broken the sila or not and takes time to fix it. The fixing it is that he recognizes it.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, there is no need for him to break the sila.
But the way you put it almost sounds like a Sotapanna would have 24/7 sati, because you wouldn't have broken the sila.
No. I think you're getting confused. If you want sati of this, Satipatthana, you require to be a Sotapanna. Simple as that. Whether somebody likes it, dislikes it, I don't have a choice to say that. Right? Because if you see in the last, he doesn't talk about anything except for those 2 people. So that means it's understood, very well understood, that is for Sotapanna and beyond.
But let's say if one aimed to do it and failed, the reasoning you gave seemed to say he's not a Sotapanna if he failed.
Again, I'm telling you, that's the reason I said I'd like to give clarity, is that if you break it, you'll fix it. If you are not able to fix it, means you are not even a Sotapanna. Simple as that. Clear? Because if this is not working, you know where to fix it. Right? It's like, you have a car and it is not starting, you know what next to be done, right? Let us say somebody doesn't even know what is a car, what will he fix? That's what it is. Like if we take our own software cycle, we know what we are doing, so we know how to fix it. It's not that we are not going to have bugs. We are going to have bugs, but we know how to fix it, right? I can't say I won't have any bugs at all. Then I'm an arhat. But knowing very well that there will be bugs, do you think I can't fix it? I can fix it. Which I'll be fixing it anyway.
I guess, I guess the Sotapanna would be able to do it to the extent of his virya, his determination or whatever. If he's determined to do it, he would be able to, because he knows how to fix it.
It's not if he is determined or all that. Don't add those things, if and buts and all that. If there is breaking, he knows he has broken it, he knows to fix it, and he knows how not to break it. If you see the Nivarna section of this Dhammanupassana, he says that he knows it has arrived, he knows it has grown, he knows he has to cut it, he knows he has cut it. Right? It's there in the sutta.
Yeah. Yes. No, I meant to say this sati, right? Let's say that out of 24 hours, you're able to do a few hours. That means on the other hour, the diligence or whatever is not there. Does not mean he does not.
If you take this as your key result area, KRA, okay, if you miss it, you know you have missed it, so you will again start with it, right? In the same way, if you have broken any sealer, you recognize I have broken this sealer, you will again fix it. Like that. How do you fix it? You know, oh, this is rules I have to play, I have to do it. But then I know it is getting into immoral. I shouldn't be immoral, so I should be moral. These two things I will be doing it. Fine. So shall we end? Anusha, any last questions?
Not from me. Thank you, Vilasji.
Okay. Shreyas? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye.